Does the brake pedal feel soft, spongy, or even like it's sinking into the ground? It might be a master cylinder issue. I'll explain how this crucial part operates in this brief video, along with how to identify the most typical signs of a malfunctioning brake master cylinder before your brakes totally fail. We'll talk about its replacement cost as well. It's Max the Car Guy. Subscribe and let's get started. Brake warning light. You might have a problem with your brake master cylinder if you see the brake warning light illuminate on your dashboard. However, this light may also point to other unrelated issues with your braking system, so you should have your brake system inspected by a qualified mechanic to find the precise cause. Sinking brake pedal. Your brake pedal should normally feel consistent and slightly firm when you press on it. On the other hand, as you continue to apply pressure, you might notice that the pedal gradually drops to the floor if your master cylinder is failing. This occurs as a result of pressure forcing brake fluid out of the system, which points to an internal master cylinder leak. Brake fluid is contaminated. Brake master cylinders have rubber seals that eventually wear out. Brake fluid will turn a darker color and become contaminated if the rubber seals deteriorate too much. The master cylinder's incapacity to withstand the force of the brakes is another consequence of worn rubber seals. The brake pedal will consequently become mushy and gradually begin to drop to the ground. Spongy brake pedal. One other common sign of master cylinder failure is a spongy brake pedal. Your brake pedal will feel softer and less responsive than usual when air gets into your brake lines. A tiny leak in the master cylinder's rubber seals can allow air to enter the brake line, which will make your brake pedal feel mushy and less effective overall. Low levels of brake fluid. You'll probably experience some braking problems if the brake master cylinder has low brake fluid. When you put your foot up on the brake pedal, the first thing you'll notice is how soft it feels. If the brake fluid level appears normal and there are no fluid leaks, your master cylinder is most likely the problem. The reservoir's brake fluid must be sealed, and any hose connections must be tight and reliable. Replace the brake master cylinder right away if you discover a leak and are certain it isn't the result of a broken reservoir, leaking lid, or loose hose. Check engine light illuminates. Master cylinders with integrated pressure and brake fluid sensors are common in modern automobiles. These sensors will identify if there is a problem with the vehicle's brake fluid pressure. For instance, if it detects a drop in pressure, the master cylinder is probably the source. The car's ECU will then record a diagnostic trouble code, which will activate the dashboard's check engine light. The master cylinder may be the source of the light, if it were to come on. Of course, until your car is scanned, you won't be able to determine the precise cause of the check engine light. However, there's a chance your master cylinder is the cause if the light also shows up with any other symptoms here. The only way to verify the error code stored is to use an OBD2 scanner. Replacement cost. If you hire a professional mechanic to replace your brake master cylinder, the total cost should be between $250 and $550. The cost of a new brake master cylinder and any associated components, such as fresh brake fluid, can range from $100 to $300. Work will cost between $150 and $250. On top of this, additional fees and taxes will apply. The brake master cylinder, which contains brake fluid, is connected to the brakes by brake hoses and pipes. A flow of brake fluid exits the master cylinder and enters the braking units in each wheel whenever you step on the brake pedal. This is the process by which the friction that slows the car down is produced. The brake master cylinder has seals on the outside and inside that may eventually wear out. It is also necessary to perform a brake fluid flush, change, and bleed because the brake fluid is frequently contaminated.